everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this slouchy hat. You'll find the list of materials needed in the description below, as well as the link for the written pattern. Okay, so we're going to begin with making a starting loop. You're going to wrap the yarn around your finger and cross it over itself, pick up a little bit of that bottom piece and push just a bit of the top piece through and give it a pull so it forms the loop. Go ahead and get that on your hook, and we're going to make our starting chain. So you're going to yarn over your hook and pull it right through that loop. And that's it. You're literally just going to repeat this over and over again. That's how you make your starting chain. Just yarn over, pull through the loop, and go ahead and work it until you get to the chain of 65. This is for a standard adult size. So go ahead and pause the video, work 65 chains, and then come back. All right, so now we finished our starting chain. We're just gonna go, I run my thumb along here, along the chain to make sure it doesn't twist, because we're gonna attach the last chain that we just made into the first one with a slip stitch. So push the hook through and go ahead and pick your yarn back up. And we're just gonna yarn over and pull right through both of those loops. And now we formed a ring. So we're gonna be working in the round. Right now, this is the like the brim of the hat. So chain one, and we're going to work single crochets. So push your hook through that first chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both of them. That's a single crochet. So we're going to go ahead and continue on working 1 single crochet stitch into every single chain all the way around. Okay, so you can just go ahead, pause your video, work your single crochets all the way around, and when you get back to the beginning, come back. All right, so now we're going to close that first round with a slip stitch in that chain 1 space from the beginning of our round. And we're going to begin the next round with another chain 1. We're going to push our hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and we're continuing on with our single crochets. So we're going to do another round working 1 single crochet into every single stitch all the way around. Okay, so keep going and then come back when you're here at the start. All right, so here we are at the beginning again. We're going to close that round with a slip stitch in the chain 1 space. We're always going to close our rounds this way. And now we're going to go ahead and chain 2. So we're going to start with a double crochet. Yarn over, push your hook through that first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. And now we're going to work another double crochet in the next stitch. And we're just going to continue on this way. You're going to continue working 1 double crochet into every single stitch all the way around. And when you get back to the beginning, you're still closing around with a slip stitch, but it'll be in the top of the chain 2 space. Okay, so here we are. We're going to close that round with a slip stitch in the top of our chain 2 space to close that round, that 3rd round. And now we're going to begin our next one. This is where the texture comes in. So pay careful attention. It could be a little tricky at first, but we're going to chain 2, work a double crochet into the first stitch, and then we're going to work a front post double crochet. So yarn over your hook, push your hook between those 2 posts and around behind the next one. So it's coming out the other side. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and continue on like a normal double crochet. Okay, in the very next stitch, you're going to work a regular double crochet. So push your hook through that next stitch and work your regular double crochet. And then we're going to work a front post double crochet around the next post. So it looks like we're skipping a post, but we're not, because we worked a regular double crochet that belongs to that post that we just skipped over. And then we're working our front post double crochet around the next one. and then we're working, you're going to continue on all the way around, alternating between a regular double crochet and a front post double crochet all the way around, and come back when you're at the start. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and close our round here with a slip stitch in the top of our chain 2 space. We're going to chain 2. And now we're going to go ahead and begin. We're going to repeat the same thing, but alternating. So the very first stitch of our last row was a regular double crochet. So for this one, it's going to be a front post double crochet. All right, so that's what gives us that texture. So you're going to be working all of your front post double crochets around the regular double crochets from the previous row, and you're going to work your regular double crochets into the stitches of the front post double crochets from the previous row. If this stitch is a little bit too difficult, if it's moving a little bit too quickly, have a look at the links in the description below, where I do share a link for a front post double crochet tutorial specifically on that stitch. Go ahead and complete this all the way around. You're going to close with a slip stitch in the top of your chain 2 space and continue on for a total of 19 rounds. That includes the 2 that we just did. So just do 17 more rounds and then come on back and I'll show you how to finish up. Okay, so now that you finished all your rounds, we're going to go ahead and begin this next one with a chain 1. And we're going to work a single crochet into our first stitch, just a regular single crochet, and then we're going to work a single crochet decrease. So you're going to push your hook through the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, hold on to those loops and push your hook through the next stitch beside it, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've now got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we've just taken 2 of those stitches there, the second and third stitch, and we turned it into 1. And we're going to go ahead and continue on. So single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet decrease. So now we're trying to work on the top of our hat. So we're trying to close up this big open gap a little bit here. So you're going to continue on all the way around, alternating between single crochets and single crochet decreases. So all the way around and come back when you're at the start. All right, so you will have closed that with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1 for the next round, and we're just going to go ahead and work a regular single crochet into every single stitch all the way around. So you're just going to work 1 single crochet into every single stitch all the way around, and when you get back to the beginning of your work, you're just going to close with a slip stitch in that chain 1 space and then come back. Okay, so now you're going to chain 1 and we're going to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and we're going to go ahead and work our single crochet decrease again. So we're doing the same thing that we did the row before last. We're just working 1 single crochet and then a single crochet decrease, and you're going to keep on alternating all the way around till you get back to the beginning, and then you will close your round with a slip stitch in that chain 1 space and come back. Okay, so now we're going to begin our next round with a chain 1, and we're going to go ahead and do it again with a single crochet in the first stitch and then single crochet decrease, single crochet in the following, and then single crochet decrease. And keep on alternating all the way around, close with your slip stitch, come back. All right, so here we are. You're going to pull up a long tail end because we need to be able to do some work around the opening. We still have a bit of an opening. Fasten off, pull the rest of that through, and then go ahead and grab your yarn needle. We're going to thread our yarn needle and close that opening up on the top. So you're just going to take your yarn needle and weave it in the first stitch, out the next, in and out, and you're just going to keep doing that all the way around, weaving the yarn needle in and out of every single stitch until you get back to the beginning. Okay, so now that we're back here at the start, you're just going to pull the string and it's going to close the opening like a drawstring. Now, right now our work is the right way, so we want to make sure that we push that yarn needle through the inside, right through the top middle, and we're going to flip the hat inside out. All right, and then you're just going to take your yarn needle with that same tail end that you've got, and we're going to secure the opening so it doesn't keep opening up. I just push my yarn needle in and out a couple of times. I'll go across a few different directions. There's not really any specific order on how you have to do this. Just make sure it is going through where that opening would be. And then you can just tie it off to secure it. I like to go through just a few times. And then once I go through that last one there, I'll push my needle through the loop and pull it so it kind of creates a knot. And just one more time. You really want to make sure that it's secure so it doesn't open up, especially if you're gifting it to somebody or selling it. You wouldn't want that to happen. All right, so go ahead and make that really secure, and then you can completely fasten that off at the bottom, and you're done. If you have any more tail ends anywhere else, go ahead and do the same thing. Weave them in and out of the stitches to hide them. Flip it around so it's not inside out anymore. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. Please don't forget to check out the links in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.